What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit more of a review. It's for the new Sigma skincare brushes paired with the Sunday Reilly skincare products. So I'm very excited to see how these work with them. I don't think I've ever really used a brush with my skincare, so I'm very excited to test these out. You guys know that Sigma brushes are one of my all-time favorite brushes to use for makeup, so I have high expectations when it comes to the skincare version of them. Quickly, I do want to say a huge thank you to Sigma for sponsoring this video. So enough talking, and let's just see if this works. So the set does come with 6 different brushes. I believe 2 of them right here and here are more of a spatula to scoop out the skincare product, which is very convenient, but the other 4 are just like a normal brush to what I can see. So let's take this out. So right away, they kind of look like skincare brushes with the clear handle. They just look like they're spa appropriate for skincare. I don't know if that makes sense, but they just look really clean and useful for your skincare. So I like that right away, just about the appearance of them. Now I'm very excited about this next part. I only have one Sunday Reilly product and I absolutely adore it. So very curious to see how these bad boys work. I do have combination skin. So yeah, let's just get started. The first product I'm going to use from Sunday Reilly is the Saturn Sulfur Acne Treatment Mask. I'm all for a good acne treatment mask. You guys know sometimes my skin just flares up, and now that Mother Nature has knocked on my door after having a baby, you know, that one time a month that just my skin has a moment, let's just say. So I feel like this could be my new best friend. So this is what the product looks like. It comes in a squeezy tube, which I like, not in a little jar, which I always get my hands really messy. I feel like this is just nice and a little bit easier to apply with. But if you did have a jar type mask, the SO1 spatula would be unreal for it. I'm still going to use it for the mask just because I feel like it's the easiest way to apply it and it doesn't leave a messy brush afterwards. Like, it would be super easy to clean. So we're going to start off with this bad boy. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bit on. Did not expect it to be green. Don't know why, but just didn't. And I'm just going to, wow, that's really green. It's like highlighter green. I've never seen a mask like that before. Fun. So right away, this spatula just spreads it out super easily. It's actually really fun to do. I love putting on a mask with a brush. I feel like that's the only skincare product I've used with a brush before, like an old makeup brush. But this is way easier to clean afterwards, and I feel like it's a lot more hygienic because it's not like all caught up in the bristles. You just wipe it away and it's ready for a new application, which is unreal. All right, I think I'm just gonna leave it there for application because I normally don't put an acne treatment mask on my forehead because I don't tend to break out there, and it's already a little bit drier on my forehead. So I'm just, oh, I do have a breakout there. Spoke too soon. That's like my temple, not really my forehead. Now, when it comes to this mask, what does it say? Apply 2-3 times per week in acne prone areas of the skin, which tends to be anywhere around here. Just, they can pop up anywhere, so I didn't really restrict it to one area. And then it says to leave on for 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna take a little break, have some breakfast because I haven't had breakfast yet, and then we'll resume. Okay, I had a little bit of coffee, a little bit of toast. I have a wet cloth here, and I'm just going to remove that mask. It felt really refreshing on my skin. It didn't feel drying at all. Skin feels nice and fresh and clean and ready for a little bit of moisture. So the next product we're gonna use is the Sunday Reilly C.E.O. Rapid Flash Brightening Serum. I have heard amazing things about this and very excited to try it because I do have a little bit of pigmentation from old acne and just a little bit of scarring, and anything with vitamin C helps brighten those areas and just gives a radiant finish overall. So I'm very excited to try this. I'm gonna pair it with the Sigma S10 Serum Brush. It kind of looks like a dual fiber brush. It has like a different bristle at the top and a thicker one at the bottom. It could just be the same bristle, just thinned out at the top, but it is extremely soft. You can use it with creams or gels depending on what type of consistency your serum is. So let's give this a go. So I'm just gonna put this right on the brush. I'm not gonna even put it on the back of my hand, and just spread that all over my face. What's nice about using a brush, it gives a little bit more of like a luxurious application to your skin. It's actually really refreshing, and sometimes I always feel like, I don't know, I know you can wash your hands before using skincare products, but it's even more hygienic to use a brush, and I feel like you can really get into areas, like I can just wiggle into areas that I would just quickly skim over with my hands, which is a plus. Yes, it could, you know, add a little bit of extra time, but when it comes to skin, I feel like if you just spend that quality time on your skin, you're not gonna have to cover it with so much makeup in the end. That's my theory, at least. So I'm really into spending time with my skincare, and this is not like extravagant amounts of time. It's just a little bit extra, so it definitely is worth it. Plus, I've noticed with this brush, it like feels dry again after fully applying it, so it doesn't absorb any of the product if that's something you're worried about. These brushes don't absorb any of your skincare products, which is obviously a plus. Now moving on to my favorite part, I love using a nice moisturizer just to really plump out my skin and make it feel super soft. So I'm going to use the Sunday Reilly Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. When I hear water cream, I like that because I have a little bit more on the oily side of combination skin, so anything that says water just makes me feel like it's going to be good for my skin type, just because it's not super rich and too heavy for my skin where it's going to block my pores. It's just going to lay nicely on my skin but still make it nice and hydrated. Now the recommended brush is the Sigma Moisturizer SO5. It has more of an angle just so it can get every single crevice of your skin. Also, I forgot to mention these handles. I love that they're clear, but they're also waterproof. So if you're leaving them around the sink and there's obviously lots of water going around, you don't have to worry about them like coming apart or getting all like gross and cracked because they're completely waterproof. So that's good to know. I don't know what it is about moisturizer, but I just love a good looking moisturizer. Like this just looks so pretty. I feel like it's gonna look nice on my bathroom stand. Really into it. I know that doesn't really appeal to everyone, but I am a sucker for packaging. Okay, so I'm gonna use what's on the back of this little cap here. Using my brush. Oh, that feels so refreshing on my skin. I feel like this is just so much softer than my hands. Like I'm so aggressive with my hands and I don't notice that. Like, I don't know about you, but has that been there the whole time, guys? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry if it has. But what I was saying is, I think sometimes when I get in such a rush in the morning, I just like I'm really quite vigorous with my hands, and that can obviously pull at your skin, which is not great for it. So this is just a lot softer. You can tell like it doesn't pull at my skin at all. So you know you're being gentle on your skin and you're trying to prevent those wrinkles. So, oh, this smells so good. Oof, yeah, I really like this. You can already see like a nice sheen to my skin. Looks nice and healthy and hydrated. Look at that glow. Yeah, really like this. This is the other spatula little brush. I don't want to call it a brush because it's not, but just the smaller spatula. And this would be ideal for like mixing products, not even necessarily skincare products, but makeup products or anything like that. I feel like a spatula is super like useful in your makeup collection, skincare, if you want to like just take a little bit out and use it. This is really convenient if you like mixing different creams, foundations, concealers, anything with a cream kind of consistency. I feel like this will be your best friend. Okay, moving on to the last skincare product of the day, which is the Autocorrect Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream. I definitely need this because there are some nights I don't get a lot of sleep with having a baby, and so anything that says depuffing really just attracts my attention. I believe this does have caffeine in it, which is always great when it's in eye cream because that just automatically reduces any puffiness around the eyes and just gives a more awake look, which I'm trying to achieve right now. So again, I'm just gonna pump a little bit. Oh, it's always scary the first time you're pumping a product. So I'm using this on a very small, cute little brush. It's the Eye Cream S20 Brush. And I'm just going to put that on. Might have taken a little bit too much. But I'm just gonna use this on the eye contours, so around my eye. And another little tip, use it on your neck because eye cream is so potent for around your eyes and really like depuffing any puffiness and minimizing the look of wrinkles. So I always use it there because your neck skin is very delicate as well. That sunk into my skin really nicely, also giving a nice radiant look to my eyes and my neck. The last brush here I'm not going to use, but it is the Sigma Gel Mask one. So if you have any gel mask, you can use this. It's a little bit fluffier, so I feel like you can really buff it into your skin, making sure that the product really dives in and does the job. Okay, so that is it. That's my review. Yes, I think it's amazing to use brushes. It's not obviously an everyday luxury for some people, but if you just want that extra step with using your skincare products, obviously you just use whatever skincare you use. You don't have to use these products necessarily, but it's just a nice added step to your routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just feel refreshed and ready to take on the day. Oh, also I do have a little code down in the description box if you guys want to try out any of these brushes. You can just use that for a little discount. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.